replay crew. Hi, thank you for being on replay. Please don't forget to hit the like and make sure you are subscribed. We would greatly appreciate it. And I do have a reason for the picture I put behind me. I will go over that in a minute when everybody's here. Anyway, y'all. So today is, hey Holly, thank you. Today is Tuesday. Hey Sharon. Sorry for what, Holly? Hey Shania, hey Harbaj, good to see y'all. Anyway, today is Tuesday, August the 12th, 2025. All right, Holly, this has been quite a day here. Hey Dave. Hey Tracy. Harbaj, I am okay. It's been a day. What about you? No, you didn't cause that. Sharon showing some leg. Whew, y'all. What a day it has been. So it started out as a pretty good day. Got my kiddo to school. Did oversleep a little bit, but she was still on time, she was on time for breakfast, so that's good to hear, Harbaj. So, today started out pretty good. We got a new swimming pool. Yeah. So, Janae, I hear you. So, we came home. My oldest daughter Holly came by for a little bit. I got a new bed, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to try it out. Which is a belated birthday from property in North Georgia. That's right. But anyway, I got a new bed. It was a belated birthday gift from my parents, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to try it out. Hey, Papa. Hey, Manish, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Anyway, it started raining. And raining. And raining. And Sharon. Hey, Yakov, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Anyway, y'all, so it starts raining. It keeps raining and raining and raining. Well, that's cool, Manish. Hi, the cousins. No, the cousins. Won't be doing that. Hi, Starfire, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Anyway, so thank you, Starfire. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, touche. But hey, Pill, welcome in. Thank you, I appreciate that. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, sharing is caring. Sharon. Anyway, y'all. So the picture you see in the background, there's a creek that runs behind my house, which is normally not a problem. I have been here for 9.5 years, and it's never been an issue. Hi, Katie, welcome in. No religion in the chat, please. Hi, D-Manix, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Holly. Anyway. Hi, Down syndrome, welcome in. No religion in the chat, please. What you see behind me, yep, she was already warned. What you see behind me, okay, that is a 7-foot privacy fence, y'all. That's my dog lot. If you see right over here, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Kind of on this side of the picture over here. I'm trying to point to it, but it's right about in there. You see the little white. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Holly, I forgot to save them. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. But that little white hump you see below the tree in the picture, that's the top of my doghouse. And it's a big doghouse. One of those big igloo doghouses. Yeah, that's a lot of water. Um, I have like 3 or 4 steps that go up onto my back porch. Maybe 4, maybe 5. But they go up onto my back porch. My back porch does not sit on the ground. It's almost up to my back porch. Yeah, the flooding's bad. Um, Holly left here on what should have been. Yeah, he's not in there. No, Jasper's fine. That doghouse was actually for my husky, and and I got another one on the other side, same size for my Rottweiler mix. It was they have both passed away now, but the doghouses are still there. Both doghouses are covered like that. Um, yes, Laura, today it's still there. The water has not receded yet, that I know of. Last time I checked, it was still there. So, um, hey Zoe, Zoe, flooding, lots of rain is what happened. Um, so like I said, this is what my dog lot looks like. That was just the beginning of the problems. Holly was here when it first started. What should have been an hour-long trip home for her turned into what, Holly? 5 hours? 4 or 5 hours? And Holly, I have the pictures. I saw the pictures. I just forgot to save them. Um, right, Sharon, exactly. Thank you, Laura. What was it, Holly? 4 or 5 hours that it took you to get home? And it should have just been about an hour. So, my sister, to my knowledge, is still stuck at Food City on the other side of town. Dave. English only in the chat, please. Was it almost 3 hours? Well, it was a while. She was stuck on the freeway because the interstate has flooded. Hi, Bo. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm not far from Alabama, so I believe it. Papa. So, yeah, Sharon told me I needed a kayak at this point. And honestly, I want to go camping. Hi, academic, welcome in. Or academic, I'm sorry, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, it's bad, Laura. There is a yeah, it took Holly a very long time to get home. Um, academic, it's been a day, Papa. Anyway, so like I said, to my knowledge, my sister is still stuck. I have not heard any different, so I assume she's still there. Um, yeah, the interstate flooded. Then about, hi Prashant, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Then, I don't know, probably a little after 8 o'clock here, which it's a little after 11 here, so about 3 hours ago. I got to put my youngest daughter in the shower. Prashant, oh, that's a green screen, Prashant, of the current situation in my backyard. Right, Laura? Exactly. Yes, Prashant, that's my backyard flooded. Thank you, Zoe. Right, exactly, Dave. Thank you, Quay. I appreciate that and welcome in. Hey, Sandy. Exactly, Dave. Unless you become Asian, I ain't dating no Asian men. I'm only dating one man. That's Dave. Anyway, it's about 3 hours ago. Get my youngest daughter in the shower. Hey, Sylvan, good to see you. Get my youngest daughter in the shower. Hey, Saran, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? And she does, Zoe. It's on a 2-hour delay, but they are excusing the kids that can't make it because of the floods. So, get my kiddo in the shower. and all of a sudden, both of us start smelling smoke. Not a good sign. We rushed through our shower because I looked out, I couldn't tell where any smoke was coming from. Yeah, some departments flooded out really bad. Couldn't tell where the smoke's coming from. So we rushed her through her shower. Yeah, smoke. And then got out, looked around the house, could not figure out where it was coming from. Yeah, very tough, Dave. Hey, Albert, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Um, Finally, so I looked around the house a little bit, couldn't figure out where it's coming from. I looked out on my security cameras towards my air conditioning unit and I could see something flashing. But when I went out there in person and looked, you couldn't see it. But on my security cameras, you could see a little bit of light. Right, exactly, Sharon. But so I called. I was on the mod chat. I was on the voice chat with my mods or some of my mods and other friends at that point. So I called. Hi King, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Anyway, called the fire department, got them out here. They came and they did a very thorough check of the house. Um, by that point, I had turned my air conditioning unit off. Honestly, I at first I have a new air filter here. Let me check it. Oh, good, it's down to a normal number. So, Dave went outside. They went and they checked my air unit, and apparently, so there were floodwaters all around my air unit, all in my AC unit. Apparently, it shorted. It was causing it to short out or something. Hopefully, it didn't fry it. No, Zoe, I didn't. That's the first thing I told him. I said, "Look, I smell smoke in here, and I ain't been cooking." Oh, you're good, Tracy. But no, so the fire department went out there and checked my AC unit, and they came back around and they went and checked. Several of them went out there and checked it. Hey, Bo, I'm a Bulldogs fan, but I'm thinking of converting to Bama. Thinking of it. But, exactly, Dave. They went and looked at it. Okay, y'all, sorry, I gotta interrupt my story for just a minute. I just got some good news. My sister is home safe. So, yes, that's a relief. Hi, Van B. Hi, fan. Welcome in. Where are y'all chatting from? Hi, Abhishek. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Your fan? Dixieland Delight by the band Alabama. You did, Dave. So yes, my sister's home safe. Ooh, water. She's got water in her basement. That ain't good. Sorry, that's my mom texting me. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Karthik, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? We interrupt this broadcast for breaking news. Exactly. My sister is home and she's safe. Yeah, at least it's only in the basement. Hi, KKC. Welcome in. Well, hello to India from North Georgia in the USA. Hey, Ahmed. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Holly, Ninny is safe, but there is water in her basement. But at least she's home safe. I don't know how much water. I don't know if it's a lot or a little. All right, exactly, Laura. Dave, I bet he don't either. From Oman, very cool. Hello to Oman from North Georgia in the USA. So anyway, Yeah, they told me to keep my air conditioner turned off for the night. So far, the smoke smell is clearing out. Thank goodness. This is my yard, Zoe. That's my backyard right now. The little white hump you see right here, right around in there. I can't get to where it's pointing directly at it, but right around in there. That little white hump you see, that's my very big dog lot. I mean, very big dog house. One of them for a big dog. I mean, it was for my husky and then my Rottweiler mix. Dave. Yes, no religion or politics, please. Yes, Zoe, I am serious. Did y'all see that privacy fence? That's a 7-foot privacy fence. And that's how high the water is. Holly Jasmine's modding. Hi, Jasmine. Mimi loves you. Thank you, Laura. I didn't see his email, but he came in here yesterday and told me. Zoe, yeah, Jasper's okay. He doesn't even use those dog houses. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Yes, shout outs are $5. Sandy, did I say hi to you? I can't remember. Hi, Sandy. So anyway, I didn't even realize the nails because I have the nails, by the way, and welcome in. So I had a lot of people there for a little while. I had a lot of people coming in asking for shout outs. I'm talking about it was clogging the chat, so that's why we did that, was to stop that from happening. Hey, John, welcome in. John, it's been a day. What about you? You doing all right? Papa. All right, Papa. Good night, and we love you. I hope you feel better. Just as a quick reminder, y'all, you do have to be at least 16 to be in the chat. If you are under 16 and not approved by myself or one of my mods, we do have to ask you to leave the chat for safety reasons. Zoe, you keep your booty right here unless you're going to bed for school. Anyway. So I went to let Jasper out because I didn't realize yet that the backyard was flooded, because the front yard is okay. Very soggy, but okay. Except for that there's a side part that's a little flooded, but oh, I'm sorry, Zoe. Anyway, went to let Jasper out the back door and had to grab him before he actually stepped out because he needs scuba gear out there. Anyway, I think he is needing to go outside, but he's be alright for a little bit. John, that is my backyard right now, and that is floodwaters. Hi, Miss Sumi, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Thankfully, Laura, it did not get into the house. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't go any higher. So it's just the yard. Hi, Chuck Maine. Welcome in. Yes, that is a green screen of my backyard at the moment. Well, it was taking a little while earlier today when it was still light outside. But where are you chatting from? Yeah, Sandy is a lot of water. Now John, I feel your pain there. So, Sharon. Chuck, are you in the North Pole? You want to trade? It's been a little hot down here. Laura, I really don't know if we are or not. I need to check into that, but it's been busy between... Okay, Holly. Between fire scare and everything else. Bo, do I have a brand of dog food that I prefer for my dog? He likes kibbles and bits. Sandy, you can come take it. But John, I hear you. It gets that way. It about gets that way here sometimes. Maybe not quite that bad, but it's. I bet, Zoe. So anyway, y'all, it's just been a day between the house almost catching on fire, the the floodwaters, my sister being stuck, Holly being stuck. Um, your legs went off. There are some apartments not very far from me. Hang on, y'all. Sorry, I'm looking for my spray bottle. There we go. I don't know what my spray bottle was. Stop, Jasper. So are some apartments not very far from me. That they're low income apartments. So hey, Texas Repo, good to see you. The photo behind me is my backyard earlier today with all the floodwaters. That little white lump that you see over here on the side, that's an igloo doghouse. A big one. Oh yeah, Jasper's pretty picky too. Oh, has it, John? Ollie. But oh, good, Zoe. I'm glad it was much better. But anyway, y'all, it's been a day. But anyway, like I was saying, there are some apartments not very far from me that they're low income apartments. So these people don't have a lot as it is, and most of them struggle for what they do have. And hi, KA7, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? I'm in North Georgia in the USA. John, that is brave. Well, Zoe, I'm glad it's getting better. But anyway. Oh, that's how it goes. There you go, Sandy. Anyway, y'all. So, in this appointment, I don't even know what that is, Brother Sprite. No, AKA 7, I don't. Ollie. Right. I didn't think of that. John, I hope you have a good rest of your day, too. And Texas Repo, I'm sorry, it's taking me a minute to get to my point. So I hope that changes. But, the apartments, like I said, they're low income anyway. People struggle with what they have over there. And the bottom half of the bottom level of those apartments were flooded out. So you got a lot of people that just lost everything over there. My mom told me, thank you, Laura, and hopefully I will on my new bed. That was AKA 7. Most people either call me Dawn or Sunrise. That's my one saving grace today, y'all. I got a new bed, and I can't wait to try it out. Hi, Capri. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, so my mom called me. We have a friend that lives in those apartments. She's a young single mother with 4 kids. Texas Repo, me too. She called my mom. Yeah, unfortunately it does, Dave. She called my mom today. She was asking if mom could come and get her, but my mom can't. She can't. You can barely pass the roads down here. Right, Laura? For real. I mean, a lot of the roads down here aren't passable, so there's no way mom could have come and got her. But she is at the McDonald's that's near the apartments with her 4 kids. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get adjusted. She's stuck at the McDonald's with her 4 kids, and her kids are like 6 and under. I think their age ranges are from like 6 to 1. AKA 7. Unless your name is Bama Dave, I'm not yours. Hey, Kimberly. Sure, Kimberly, go ahead. It's been a crazy day here. Right, exactly, Dave. Kimberly, that is my backyard earlier today with the floodwaters. That's what started the problems of the day. Got shorted out my AC unit, almost caught my house on fire. My sister got stuck at Food City for hours. Holly was stuck on the flooded interstate for hours. Yeah, it's been a day. Texas repo, I am assuming yes. Right, Laura? They do. It's just been a day, y'all. So, I'm sorry, Kimberly. What's going on? It's that's why I was yeah. I was closest for nothing. Well, I'm sorry, Zoe. Hi, Calix. Welcome in, and thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you chatting from? So, just like was saying earlier, y'all know the big igloo dog houses that are for like the larger dogs, like talking like for a husky or a Rottweiler mix. Hey, Nettie, it is good to see you. I have been wondering where you were. I was just thinking about you yesterday. I hope you're doing well. Sorry you're having a rough month though. Yeah, we're tough. There you go, Holly. No religion in the chat, please. Yes, Zoe, we are. Hi, Raymond. Welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a rough day, but we're here. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, Texas repo. My family is safe and accounted for. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Honestly, there's not much in that yard that it can damage, besides maybe the fence. But my dad knows how to fix that stuff. Hey, Danielle, good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, Nettie. Raymond, oh, you're in East Tennessee? That's cool. I'm in North Georgia, but not far from Chattanooga. Yeah, Sandy, that was Oreo you saw go by. Tracy. Kimberly, I agree. Hey, Sophia. Anyway, y'all. So, like I was saying, the big igloo dog houses, like I said, it's for a husky mix, this one happened to be for a husky, Rottweiler mix, stuff like that. That's the very top of that. Like, the whole thing was flooded. Oh, yeah, Bo, I've been to Ruby Falls many times. I love Ruby Falls. Right at the North Sea. Yes, it could have been, Kimberly, very much so. You know, could have my dogs out there if they were still with us. Hi, Bayfent. Is that how you say that? Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Or Baywent? I'm sorry. I'll see y'all. My mods know this is coming at some point. Dave. Oh, it's more than that, Laura. I'm pretty sure. I think it's. I'm guessing more closer to 3. I don't know. At least. Yes, Kimberly. Yeah, my mods know this is coming, y'all. This is a trigger warning. It, I do vape. It is just a nicotine vape, but just letting y'all know ahead of time. If it bothers you, you've been warned. Yeah, Bo, it is. I love Ruby Falls. It's so pretty. She looks Viking. Papa Mitchell, I'm not sure why you're posting that here. I'm a Chevy girl, but I don't know why you're posting that here. No spam in the chat, please. Thank you, Sharon. And honestly, even if somebody has smoked or vaped, they still can't tell me. Oh, Texas Repo, I hope you're okay. Laura. Exactly, Holly. Thank you, Kimberly. Hey, Afu, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? I know, Sophia, the scandal. Cracks me up, Sharon. Hi, Milika, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yes, Dave and I are together now. Hi, Radish, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, Bo, I've heard of Coleman. Oh, I'm sorry, Kimberly. I hope he feels better soon. Hi, bye, Abby. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. But in that case, hi, Abby. It's good to see you. Holly. Oh, Tracy, that's rough. Hopefully they get you some help hired soon. Hey, Elijah, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? All right, Kimberly, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Anyway, y'all, it's... Elijah, oh, you're from Ghana. That's very cool. I'm from North Georgia in the USA. Holly. Hi, Ambrose. Welcome in. You're from England. That's awesome. I want to visit England one day. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Elijah. Tracy, I understand that. Holly. Yes, Ghost Pepper Holly. And I don't blame her. Holly's had a rough day too. Then, and on top of everything else, Elijah, I would love to, but my finances, well, they might let me get to the end of the driveway. Ambrose, I understand. I would just love to see it. Holly, me too. So that's improvement. Definitely. I hope so, Laura. Oh, Abby, you're fine. I'm sorry I reacted that way. I just saw that and didn't even really look at the name or really see who the name was. So I'm sorry. You're good. Ambrose, yeah, I would love to travel. But anyway, Dave. A whippersnapper. Oh. Yeah, Abby, you should see some of the stuff Sharon has accidentally typed. I know, Holly. Thank you, Zoe. Me too. At least tonight. Well, your excuse the rest of the time is you're my daughter. came from me. Yes, it's in your genes. There you go, Sophia. Yeah, no, couldn't be Aunt Sharon's influence. Dave. I don't know about a lot. Maybe some. Mormons are morons. Anyway, hi Lily, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? You love Aunt Sharon? Sophia, how much did she pay you to say that? Right, Sharon, exactly. Of course we do, Danielle. Zoe, she's good at that. But on top, Sharon, dork. On top of everything else, y'all, I did get a new bed, which is great. I'm really looking forward to going in there and trying it. Thank you, Laura. But oh my word, y'all, my mother. I love my mother. Hi, Bay Harbor. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Sharon. Yes, Holly pretty much moved one of the mattresses, or a couple of the mattresses to both mattresses by herself a little bit. I was helping, trying to help, but more or less she was pulling most of it. But, yes, Typo Queen, I miss you too, Danielle. My mother. Oh, my word. Yes, I was pushing it, she was dragging it, so she was having to do most of the, she was doing most of it. My mother was in here griping about this, griping about that. I love my mother, y'all, but she takes overbearing to a new level. She was a drag queen. All right, Zoe. Or Sharon said she needed value. She was just on the phone. Y'all are taking over Iceland soon? This is good to know. All right, Abby, I hope you have a good rest of your night. But, you know, first she complained because I didn't tell her Holly was coming. I knew for all of 5 minutes before Holly got here. And I ended up having to scream that at my mother because she wouldn't stop. I don't yell at my mom, y'all. I don't. I try not to. But sometimes you got to, because she just won't stop. Then she got mad because Holly didn't bring the baby. Holly was coming down to go to the doctor. Hi, Shivarajas? Shivaraj, I'm sorry. Hi, Shivaraj. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Working on your braids now, Sharon. She would, Dave. So, why would she bring the baby down when she's going to the doctor? You know, so, and of course, I would have gladly kept a little bit while she went to the doctor. But having to travel, she travels over an hour, a little over an hour to get here. That's no fun with the baby. Hi, Peak. Welcome in. And no, I'm not. This is a green screen of my backyard earlier today with the floodwaters. Where are you chatting from? I think so, Sophia. Shiverish, I am doing well. As well as can be expected after the day I've had today. What about you? Yeah, my yard flooded. Anyway, y'all. Hi, Sean. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? So, I actually got a bit of a shock. Hi, Superfly Guy. Welcome in. Where are you? They're from Russia. That's pretty cool. Hi, Lucy. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Laura. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Anyway, y'all, so my mom actually did admit after everything happened that Holly was right not to bring the baby, which that gave me a coronary. She's like, I'm glad she didn't bring the baby down. You think she'd have been stuck in the car with her for like 4 or 5 hours by herself with a 9-month old, who, by the way, just turned 9 months today. I know, it's like what did you say? Can we get that recorded? Now, I will say this, y'all. My dad came by. Hey, Lydia. My dad came by for a little bit to help getting the bed set back there. Listening to my parents. Right, Dave? He did. Exactly, Holly. Sharon saw the light, but it said nope. Listen to my parents. I know, Sophie. Yeah, I was in shock. Listening to my parents try to do stuff together after being married almost 55 years is nothing short of hilarious because they take fighting like an old married couple to a brand new level. It's like the family entertainment. Right, Sharon? I think so. Especially on holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas and stuff when they're in there trying to cook together. We just sit in the living room and laugh at them because it's our entertainment. Hi, Colton. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? They did, Sharon. I think they made it a sport. So Holly and I were sitting in here today at one point listening to my parents back there. Because you couldn't fit all of us in my bedroom to try to all of us do it. We were helping pull the stuff in. They were putting it back there. And Holly and I sat out here and just kind of laughed our butts off for a little while because you could hear them back there. Hey, country girl, good to see you. Sophia. But yeah, it was pretty entertaining there for a little while. Then you add in my 6-year-old wanted to be back there in the middle of it. So there was that added into the entertainment. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Then Holly left before my mom. Because mom and dad drove separate. Dad had a church thing he had to do. No, I will not read that name. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Jared. Um, so my dad had a church thing a meeting that he had to go to at the church. Hi, Daniel. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Actually, you know what? I have one of those too. It was my ex-husband's. I never use it. Hey, Harper. Good to see you. So Dad had already left. A little while later, Holly left. Holly called and trying to tell me to tell my mom that she needed to go ahead and leave or she was going to be stuck because the flooding was starting. She didn't listen. Dave, exactly, wasn't allowed to have sharp objects. Or sharp objects, well, he did have sharp objects. He had knives that he liked to pull out to scare people, or scare me. Anyway, we won't go there. But, Sharon. My mom didn't listen. She didn't try to leave for another 30, 45 minutes. By then, she nearly got stuck here. I live 8 houses from the end of the road, and it took her 30 minutes to get down my road and around the corner. Dave, right? There you go, Sharon. But it took her 30 minutes. Normally, in that time, she could have been home sitting in her living room for a good 10 minutes. 10, 20 minutes by then. Don't take about 10 minutes to get to her house. Right, good lawyer. She finally did make it home, but there for a little while we thought she was going to have to come back here and she'd be stuck for a while. Sophia. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome in. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Where are you chatting from? Sharon. Y'all, if I love my mother, I really do. But if she had been like stuck here in the house, but I think I would have needed Valium. You love red buttons. Okay, rideshare. Bye, rideshare. Hi, Nat. Welcome in. That's not a canal. That's my backyard full of floodwater. Where are you chatting from? Anyway. So it's been a day, y'all. But thankfully, everybody is home safe. Now, oh, you're in England. Very cool. Sharon. Nat, thankfully I am. And thankfully my family is okay. And that I know of, all of my loved ones are okay. You're back, you think? What the heck was that, Holly? It did. Hi, Grim Reaper. Welcome in. Where are you? Oh, from NYC. Very cool. I would love to go to NYC someday. I'm in North Georgia. You're good, Holly. It's understandable after today. Dave. I don't know how you did that, Holly. I was just talking. You give up. Yeah, the floodwaters did get into my AC unit and nearly caused a fire. So that was a scary moment. Tracy. It looks nice, Dave. The hair on his face, the beard? Because the beard always looks good. Anyway, y'all. So, no AC tonight. However, in a nighttime routine. However, I do have an air filter over here that puts out some cold water. Cold water. What am I saying cold water for? Cold air. And it's been helping. Yeah, Lydia, that's my backyard. And you see the little white hump right over in there? That's the top of a fairly big doghouse. Sharon. Nat, I need funds right now, to be honest with you. MP? No. Eric O'Neill. Oh, lovely. That's just wonderful, Holly. Hi, Donnie. No. Bye, Donnie. Grim Reaper, thank you. That's my flooded backyard right now. Day 5W30. Holly, Mod Pals, Batman. But yeah, Lydia, it's been a interesting day. I was just telling everybody we've had the floods. This is my yard. It got into my AC unit. Nearly caught the house on fire. Had to call the fire department. Holly was stuck in traffic because of a flooded freeway for like 3 hours. My sister was stuck at Food City for several hours and she just got home. Um, there's a apartment building very close to me that's low income. Poor people don't have much anyway. And it flooded out the bottom level. A lot of people lost everything. Yeah. There you go, Holly. Hi, Panda. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? We were rescued by boat. I can believe it. Yes, adulting does suck. Hi, Eden. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? And you're from Colorado? That is cool. That is one state I really want to visit. Tracy, thank you. Like I said, we have a friend, Holly. We have a friend that lives over in those apartments. It was one of the ones that was flooded out, I do believe. Holly. There you go, Sharon. No lube. And she's a single mom with 4 kids under the age of like, I think her oldest one is 6, maybe 7. She's right around the same age as my daughter. And then her youngest is like a year. Yeah. Hey, Andrew, welcome in. Yes, that is a green screen. That's my backyard. And what happened to it today? It is flooded. Where are you chatting from? Hey, Oscar, good to see you. We are well, thankfully. Um, like I said, this is my backyard. It's flooded. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that. And my house almost caught fire today, ironically, in the middle of a flood. All right, Holly, I understand. So, no AC for tonight, but thankfully we have plenty of fans. Oscar, he is good. He is asleep, I believe. Actually, I almost sent him out in the yard because I didn't realize it was flooded. Then I opened the door, and right as he went to go out, I caught him because it would have been over his head. Thankfully, the front yard is not so bad. Sharon, exactly. Also, y'all, I have almost forgot to say this tonight. If y'all are new here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We would so greatly appreciate it. And please don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. I bet they were, Holly. Right, Sharon, the sin bin. Hi, Samuel. Welcome in. Is that a filter? No, where are you chatting from, Samuel? Is that I'm not using a filter on me, if that's what you're asking. Now that's my backyard that was flooded. That's earlier today. Right, Holly. I kind of was beginning to wonder if you were too. I was worried that you didn't have like food or drinks with you. Yeah, Lydia was a kind of a rough day, but it didn't. It was okay because I got to see Holly, and that was the plus. I don't get to see Holly often, so I got to see Holly. Which, for those of you who don't know, Holly is my daughter. Um, Right. Holly, I bet it did. I mean, she had good intentions, but Oscar, it was just some very, very heavy rain. Um, I did get a new bed today, so that's a plus. It was a belated birthday gift from my parents, and it was a couple of days earlier than expected, which was kind of made for a little panic moment because I wasn't ready for it, but we made it. Hi, 7H4, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Well, you gotta send the money before we do a shout out. Thank you, Oscar. My birthday was Thursday. That's good to know, Sharon. Yeah, give the money first. Anyway, y'all. Plus, I've been having an issue with one of my feet. Sharon had to help me when she was over here the other day, which, for those who don't know, Sharon's my cousin. Sharon had to help me the other day when she was over here get some extra coffee from this morning. She had to help me like this little piece of gravel or something that gotten stuck up in my foot. She had to help me get that out, and it was really sore, and it's still really sore. I feel like there's something still in there. Good, Danielle. That's really good to hear. Oscar, the rain has stopped for now, but from what I hear, we probably got more coming. Hi, Nathan. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, Sharon, it's either more or it's infected, which I've poured peroxide over it, but I don't blame you, Holly. I did think about that too. I thought, good grief, what if she's got to pee? Nathan, are you in Florida? That's really cool. So, what part of Florida are you in? I'm in North Georgia, but most of my family's in Florida. Right, Sharon? Been there. You're in the Panhandle, Nathan? Oh, that's pretty cool. Half of my family is just north of Orlando. The other half is in the Tampa Clearwater area. Oh, good, Danielle. Oh, you're in Destin, Nathan? Or Nathan, Destin and Fort Walton? I had been to Destin before. The beach there was so pretty. I loved it there. Oh, he could have maybe hid behind the truck or something. I don't know. Yep, Sharon, that was on our trip. That was the trip I took with Sharon while she was pregnant. Our friend Mandy while she was pregnant. Both of them had 1 year olds. So it was me, two pregnant women, two 1 year olds, in a two-door car from North Georgia down to Florida. We went all the way, went by Orlando, saw my family there, or north of Orlando. Went to Tampa, saw my family there, and went to Destin to see some of Mandy's family in the summer. It was an adventure. We'll just put it that way. Right, Sophia. Yes, it was quite the adventure. Lots of stories from that trip. And Sharon, if you ever tell me the speed limit when we're driving again, me and you gonna fight. Oh, I think my chat might have frozen up, y'all. Yeah. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I need to go out and come back in to fix the chat. I think it froze. Oh, no. Nope, no, I didn't. There you go. Lots of charges. No, Holly. Sharon was telling me the speed limit like once every couple miles, or once every mile. Sharon, but you won't know. I always know the speed limit. Y'all are bad. Anyway. Every time we pass the speed limit sign, Sharon be like, it's 45, 35. Oh, now it's 55. Back to 45. There was another time, Holly. There was another time we did get pulled over. I think it's because of a tail light. We got pulled over for a tail light or something. Right, Sharon. I think we got pulled over for a tail light or something. And I don't remember. I don't think I was speeding. I might have been. But seemed like it was a tail light. Anyway, we got pulled over, and the cops saw the two little boys in the back. Right, exactly, Sophia. And he tried to talk to one of them. He started crying. And the other one, he tried to talk to him. It's like he was mad at him for making his friend cry, so he raspberried the cop. Then there was another. So there was another point when one of them projectile vomited all over the back of the seat. So that was fun. Had to pull over and clean that up. So it was a fun trip. One of them threw my keys in the garbage. All right, y'all. Hi, Making the Difference. Welcome in. No, not doing that. Anyway, y'all, it has been a long day between flooding, family members getting stuck, worrying about them, my house almost catching on fire, um, holy mod piles, Batman. Hi, Crunch. Good to see you. So, y'all, like I said, between the flood waters, the house nearly catching fire, which thankfully it did not. Yeah, Crunch, I'm okay. It's been a long day. Getting the beds changed out, family members getting stuck, um, all that lovely stuff that happened today. It's been a long day, y'all. So I think I am going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Mods, if you have a channel, please post your links here. And if somebody could get Dave's channel, I'd appreciate it. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay Griffin. Welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, so my channel would not be where it is without my mods. It's just plain and simple. So, but some of them, y'all have their own channels. So if y'all would, hi Wyatt, welcome in. Yes, that is my backyard when it flooded earlier today. So, if y'all would please go show my mods some love on their channels if they post their links here. Also, we have a Discord. Thank you, Tracy. We do have a Discord, y'all. Yeah, Crunch floods. Why I can't. It's dark outside and there's no lights out there. Sharon. You don't have to believe me, White. I don't care. Ain't no skin off my back. Right, Sharon? For real. Anyway. So. Like I said, y'all, if you would go show my mods some love on their channels. And we do have a Discord. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon has posted the link there. If you would like to join us on Discord, we would love to have you. If you can't post the link there, then there is a link to it on my main page. So, thank you, Sharon and Tracy, y'all, for everybody for posting the links. Anyway, y'all. So, I will either see you all on Discord. If you'd like to join the voice chat there, you don't have to actually talk if you don't want to, or turn your camera on or anything. You can just type in the chat. We have some that do that. So, I will either see y'all on Discord or I will see y'all in the next stream, which will probably be sometime tomorrow night. Y'all just remember, kindness is free. Spread that stuff everywhere. Also, if You see somebody without a smile, please give them one of yours. You never know what somebody's going through. Oh, hey, Yadira. I'm sorry I missed Yadira coming in. There she is. I'm sorry, Yadira. We were just wrapping things up here. Anyway, you guys, I love you all. Like, and Yadira, it's been a long day. That's my backyard with the floodwaters, which got into my air conditioning unit. Almost caught my house on fire, Dave. Holly was stuck because of a flooded freeway for several hours. My sister was stuck in a food city for several hours because of the flooding. Apartment building near here just got flooded out. People lost everything. It's been a rough day, but I did get a new bed today. Anyway, you guys, I love you all. And I will either see, like I said, I'll either see you in the Discord or I'll see you on the next stream. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Be safe out there. I love y'all.